Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the... ...25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down. Touchdown. 52. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 81. Switch. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Back.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Pittsburgh. Number 53. Mike 53. Watch the screen.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Julio Jones, 74 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Yeah, let's get that ball, man.
Jackson now to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Rip left. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it. Here's Okoye. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
And they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the 49er, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Panthers nothing.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run on first down with Jackson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And this one will be brought back to the 22. On first down, it's Jackson. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Patrick Willis and the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 81 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Go. Check four. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. The quick slant caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Stenerud's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Pick the edge. Squeeze. Check it out.
They'll run now with Okoye, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man, I got you.
That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check 9, check 9.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
A gain of 17.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
6 guys. Check 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Sponge. No. Back to us.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Stenerud now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 38, Packers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Mike, 53, Mike.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Switch. Zip it.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 18 yards. First down, Niners. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah. Hey, tight.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Nunez got it, complete. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Here we go.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Taylor, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On the draw, here's Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on here, come get some. He don't want it. Yeah. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Smoke. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Lawrence Taylor bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Here I come. Check, nickel. Check. Yo, check. Motion out of the backfield. Mike, 53. Mike.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Fourth down, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Credit the sack to the safety, Sean Taylor. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Mike's 50. Oh, you got deep? Mike's 50, Mike.
Now it's Jackson. Complete. It's Johnson. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike, put it right.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And Walker has it. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
43's the mic. Check, 43.
Now Jackson going to throw again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check. Fresno.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
I got one. Hey, check 24. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So the victory here for San Francisco. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon.